Or not?
Your life.
Oh, mine. All right. Hey guys. So I'm with my friend here, Warrior Monk, and we wanted to talk about speaking your truth. So Warrior Monk has his own channel. Follow him. I'll leave a link in my description about him. And he's a pretty cool guy. Lots of healthy eating tips, crazy flexible and strong. So check out his channel, especially if you're interested in healthy living. So today we wanted to speak about speaking your truth, because obviously I get a lot of clients who are struggling with, either it's speaking their truth about relationships or love, or just about being spiritual, believing in watching somebody that reads tarot cards, or believing in, alternative remedies. It's a very kind of new frontier, even though it's pretty ancient in many ways. So what are your thoughts about speaking your truth, Warrior?
Speaking your truth, yes, you have to feel, when you're in certain situations, you can feel which level of truth you can talk about. Mm-hmm. But it's always nice to just say something pretty extreme, your thoughts which are pretty extreme, and just see how people react to it, and then you can have pretty interesting conversations with people. But the thing is, you must never have fear to speak your highest truth. Mm-hmm. You must have this kind of discernment that you must feel intuitively, like which level can they understand? Which level are they open to understand? Mm-hmm. So this is quite interesting. But never have fear to share what your beliefs are. It's a beautiful thing to have a beautiful belief, mm-hmm. or beautiful knowing, inner knowing. Just so don't be afraid to share those.
And sometimes it's good to give people the benefit of the doubt, maybe they will understand. Because I find myself all the time, like say I'm at a more academic party, with friends from college, or, a reunion type setting, and they're like, hey, what do you do? Well, I study with shamans and I read tarot cards and I believe in energy and angels. It's like, I definitely find myself in those settings holding back. And, when in reality, when I do find myself sharing, people are like, whoa, really? Tell me more about that. Or I'm glad you finally spoke something, because I wanted to do what you've done. Tell me about it. So it becomes like this domino effect where you're actually, that's part of your mission almost, to mm-hmm. open up and speak your truth and not care what other people think, right? And that's the tricky part.
And that's the beautiful thing about social media, though, because when you share your truth, mm-hmm. you can link up with like-minded individuals.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a classroom and maybe like 1 in 50 people can resonate with this truth you have, then the whole class you think you're a lunatic, But if you're connecting with the world, mm-hmm. there's 7 billion people. Well, they're gonna find you. They're gonna find you easy, because they also want to talk with somebody who they can relate to.
Right, that's true.
So after a while, you will be surrounded with like-minded people. You only talk with like-minded people. You only have profound conversations. Yeah, this will happen if you're open. If you're open about sharing your own truth, sharing your own wisdom. Mm-hmm. But if you are around family or school or whatever, it's maybe not always a smart thing to do, because it can be pretty useless also. Mm-hmm. So why share it? What's the reason? Well, are there any questions though? I see this live video. I see 21 people watching.
Thanks, guys. I know it's very early in the States, so. What do you think about relationship-wise, speaking your truth? Because I get a lot of clients who are not, they'd almost rather wait a year to see somebody finally show how they feel or get signs instead of just outright asking. Because the fear of rejection, fear of being hurt, but there's so much power in opening your heart and just saying, hey, I really like you, or I have feelings towards you, instead of risking getting a big fat no, which might feel like a punch to the gut for a minute, or they'd actually rather wait a long time in most cases for maybe the same answer down the road.
it's fear again, right? Fear of being ditched, or whatever. But it can also be the other way around, you know? Fear of breaking up, fear of being lonely again, fear of being alone. I think you should always ask, you know, you can always ask, because again, your mind going to predict the future for you. But your mind is very limited. And if you follow that, then you can miss a lot of beautiful opportunities. You just throw yourself in the deep, share it without expectation,
it's hard, though,
without knowing the outcome. You know, you cannot know the outcome. You will never know who you will meet on the street, who will see you, you're never fully aware of the external factor, basically. That is something, you know, you have to be aware of. If you feel you want to do something, do it, you know. You don't know what can happen. You don't know what can grow out of it. Just stop. You know, many people, what I see also is they give their mind, they give the head too big of authority. They give it too much power.
You don't think with their heart.
They don't think with the heart, they think with the mind. They think they know it all with a limited mind. The limited mind can only predict future based out of past experiences. So think, okay, this is a pattern, this will happen again. This pattern will happen again. But no, that's not the case. And some things it can be the case. Yes.
That's just not meant for you. Thank you. I'd rather know sooner, right? It's like, well, not push things. I'm a little aggressive, but you know, you'd rather know how this person or situation is going to play out instead of just letting it marinate. Almost like it can kind of eat away at your heart. It starts to build, you know, protection. You start to kind of distrust your own intuition because then you sit on YouTube and watch a million tarot readings instead of just speaking to the person you want to speak, right? So there's some power in this. I understand it's not going to apply to every situation, but being gentle with yourself, with your feelings, listening to your inner voice and listening to the validity of it, because usually in relationships we're some level of a mirror to each other, so there are probably some level of feelings there, right, that you're picking up on, unless you are a little bit out there, delusional, but usually, you know, there's something there, there's a connection. People meet for a reason, either it's a lesson or it's meant to be. And move on if it's just a lesson. Yeah, I don't know. What else about speaking your truth do you find difficult?
I find difficult.
The judgment part, or is it just?
Yeah, well, the last few years I've been practicing just speaking my truth without care what people think of it. What I'm seeing though is a lot of attack, basically. A lot of people want to go in discussion with you, trying to change your mind, trying to put out your flaws and everything.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't like to shut people off, basically, but sometimes I have to do it. And it's sad they don't understand why. So sometimes when I feel I have to speak my truth, I have to shut people off, and that I don't like to do, but well, it's worth it in the end. My fear of speaking the truth, I don't feel any fear of speaking my truth, basically. I just feel like I'm more sharp in knowing when and where to share it or not. You know, that's basically it. I just feel when with certain people, I just share my beliefs, and some can relate to it, and some cannot. But if you can explain your truth to a little child, it means you really understand yourself too. So it means you can make it very logical to understand, and so it's not so extreme. It don't have to be so extreme, you know. But still, why share it all the time? You know, I know a lot of wise people who are like silent a lot of time.
That's true. For me, it was the opposite. My path was the opposite. I couldn't speak. I actually went to South America. That kind of prompted my journey to living with shamans, and because I had such a blocked throat chakra, so it was definitely extreme. I let them put slugs around my neck to suck out the toxins. There was blood everywhere. It was extreme, but my mind and my words just weren't connecting. So for me, it was a part of my life lesson. It definitely changed my consciousness, learning what I learned down there. It opened my intuition, but it also, a year later, prompted me to start reading. I knew I was a good tarot reader. My friends would always make me bring my tarot cards to any party. So I just started making videos. Okay, I need to figure out how to speak publicly. I need to get over this fear of not being liked or not being heard. So I created this channel, and after a while I started publishing it after my words became clear, after I stopped stuttering. So for me, it's definitely helped some people. That's wonderful. And if it hasn't, some people might not subscribe to my certain consciousness and my certain truth that I'm speaking. It's just what I know, and that's all I say. But it's like you never know who you might be helping in the long run, or who might help you. It's all a give and take. It's all an exchange, really. So in the end, it created something beautiful for me. And I've met a lot of really wonderful people just by speaking my truth. So I'm grateful I learned how to do that.
So experience, right? Like if you follow your own path, you have like very unique experiences. And from these unique experiences, you can get a lot of beautiful new insights that you won't learn that most people won't learn in their daily lives. So it's a beautiful thing to share, share your stories, share your insights.
Yeah, and they always say where you feel fear, that's where you should go towards. That's where that's showing you an unhealed place in you. So
be unique.
That sounds scary, but I know I should do it. Damn, do it.
Have a unique truth, basically, right? Don't be afraid to be individual, do your own thing, and live by your own realizations. It's just a beautiful thing. You should empower that. That's the richness of our human race.
Absolutely.
But this is way different than how we brought up most of us. So it's like a big breakthrough
of our paradigm,
our mental frame, that don't serve us. So please, share it. There are a lot of people who love to hear it, who love to be inspired by your wisdom, by your truth, by just your vision of life. So,
share it with somebody on the side of the street. Talk to somebody on the bus. Stop looking at your phone. Just make nice connections. Just like you on the bus yesterday.
Me on the bus yesterday.
Yeah, you had massive amounts of gratitude with this small exchange of. Hey, I enjoy actual tests of self-pain because I feel like you do. You enjoy pushing your own limits. So we had like an hour bus ride, and there were 2 elderly people and only 1 seat left. So he gave them his seat and enjoyed some weird balance test he did in the middle of the bus aisle or on the steps. But the people had so much gratitude after, right? They had, that would have been a long, difficult bus ride for somebody in their 70s or 80s,
Yes, that's what say is like you bring in another level, like sharing your truth, not only with not only vocabulary, the words, but with the way you live,
with your heart,
the way you walk, the way you sleep, the way you eat, the way you look, the way you smell, the way you use your senses, the way you use your love, you use your wisdom, you use your discipline. It's also do with your truth. I didn't even think about it that way. I just think about just sharing posts or talking about something. But no, you have to embody it. You have to embody whole truth. Yes, embody the truth. Live by your own rules, basically.
I agree.
If they're in alignment with what you feel is good, then it is good. Then you can just do it.
Oh, all right. Well. That was wonderful. I just wanted to get that out, and I wanted to experience live streaming for the first time, so now I know how it's done. This is my friend Warrior Monk. You guys go follow him. He's really cool. Lots of stuff I've never seen people do. He can do it. So check him out. All right, and now on Instagram, Warrior Monk as well. All right,
Okay.
bye guys.
Bye.